On today's show, Honda's finally getting serious about hybrids with the impressive Accord hybrid. Then BMW's new all-electric car, the i3, with our producer Patrina Gentili in Amsterdam. And finally, Britain's new supercar, a 200-mile-an-hour gullwing from McLaren. It's all on Car Business. Take a look at this. It's the 9th generation Honda Accord. It sold very well in its first year, and for 2014 it has a new optional powertrain. Cato, as you know, Honda came with an all-new Honda Accord last year, and it was a winner.
Ortiz, boom, grand slam, out of the park. Sales up 130% year on year. This is a winner.
But so how do you top that? What do you do? You're only as good as your last game.
Well, last year was all about a better Accord for buyers, real people. More power, more gizmos. This year, it's about the Honda Accord for government regulators. So that's fuel economy and emissions.
Cynic. You horrible cynic. You say they're
It's the company I keep.
You say this, they're building this for governments. Oh. So, wise guy, tell me why they would build them for government and lose money on each one sold. That's not a business.
Well, lose money. It's hard to prove that because these car companies don't break out their profitability model by model. But why do they do it? Well, they do it because the governments all around the world are mandating better fuel economy, lower emissions, and they're demanding that car companies not only reach those goals, but prove that they're heading towards those goals incrementally by developing new technologies like hybrids.
In its first year, the new Accord had 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder gas engines. But now this Accord hybrid integrates a 2-liter Atkinson cycle 4-cylinder gasoline engine with 2 electric motors and a lithium-ion battery pack. It uses a continuously variable transmission, and altogether it's rated at 196 horsepower. It's about fuel efficiency along with decent driving performance. The Accord hybrid delivers the best Natural Resources Canada fuel economy rating of any 4-door mid-size sedan. But as good as gas-electric hybrids are for fuel economy, nobody seems to buy them. Dennis, there are more electric vehicles of various shapes and sizes than ever before. But is it pushing the needle on sales a bit?
We look at it pretty carefully, and quite frankly, no. Divide EV into 2 categories, the hybrid and the plug-in electric. Yep. The hybrids have been in the marketplace in Canada for 14 years. Now, 14 years. And last year, for the first time, they sold 10,000 units in a 1.7 million unit marketplace. Plug-in electric are in their infant stages, and it's going to be a decade or more before they reach that kind of volume. So we're a long, long way before electric vehicle of any sort reaches any sort of volume in this country.
In the hopes that someday the battery technology will advance sufficiently so these things make sense for people in terms of the cost and the range that you get out of them. Because right now, you're paying more for less.
Well, you are getting more car. For example, this hybrid, this Honda Accord hybrid, has 2 electric motors, a lithium-ion battery pack, and to take weight out, to balance the weight distribution, they've gone with an aluminum hood, aluminum subframe up front. I mean, these things are expensive, and they've added a lot of drivability to the car.
Well, it's about time Honda came up with some innovation in hybrids because they've been lagging. Yes, they came to market first with hybrid, but then Toyota, zoomed past them for the next decade. I see what you're saying about the drivability of this, though. I mean, this new hybrid system is very smooth and seamless, but it's still, when you hit the gas pedal, it still goes whoosh. Thank you. Hear that? And it sounds like a lawnmower running an electric motor.
What surprises me about Honda is for an engine company. It's, you know, Honda's trailed Toyota in this. Their idea with hybrids before was basically use an electric motor as a supercharger, but this Honda Accord hybrid demonstrates a new thinking about it, which is all about fuel economy. And the Accord hybrid gets the same fuel economy as a Toyota Prius, but is a much, 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 much bigger car.
Well, the Accord hybrid is bigger than the Prius and more stylish and more comfortable and a lot more money. I mean, this thing's about 30 grand. And with the deep discounts you can get on a Prius these days, you can get one for 24. $6,000 more to go Honda hybrid over Toyota? I don't know.
Well, you might not know, but I know, and I know because I asked the question, why would anybody buy this as opposed to the, you know, the Birkenstock and Woolsock crowd that buy the Prius? The answer is, this is being sold as a luxury performance feature. It's just not about racy performance, it's about green performance, and Honda thinks there's enough buyers to make sense for that.
Well, Cato, I like the Accord, but I'll tell you, if I were buying one, I don't think I'd buy the hybrid, unless I were in stop-and-go traffic in the city all day.
Well, taxi cab driver, police officer, you know, but it's also a luxury car.
Yep.
You're paying a significant price premium for good fuel economy and low emissions.
So if you want luxury and green, maybe you got a bite here.
Yeah, or you start looking for some discounted Priuses, that sort of thing, that are $5,000, $6,000 cheaper. You've got some choice now.
After the break, I'm traveling to McLaren, Toronto. Cato's taking a nap. And our producer, Patrina Gentili, is going to Amsterdam to test drive the new BMW i3 electric car.